God's plan. God's plan. I hope back sometime.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Math Talk with Mr. Faison, and I'm Mr. Faison, or Mr. Faison. As long as you know, today we're working on fractions, right? And today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be turning improper fractions into mixed numbers, and mixed numbers into improper fractions. I got my gloves on, I'm ready to work. Hopefully you are. Let's get it. All right, so check this. Now what we're looking at is all mixed numbers. The question is, how do we turn mixed numbers into improper fractions? Check this, super simple, right? First thing we'll do is we'll take the denominator, which we just learned what that is, multiply it by the whole number, and then add it by the numerator. So what that looks like is this. I'm gonna multiply this. I'm gonna multiply that. 3 times 1. And then I'm gonna add these. After I get that answer, I'm gonna add it. 3 times 1 is 3. Plus 2 is gonna be 5. We now make that our new numerator. And then we just keep the denominator the same. All right? So we're gonna keep that denominator the same. If you ain't get it, that's cool. We're gonna do the next one. We still got another one to do. We follow the same steps. Listen, it's just different numbers, but we follow the same steps. All right? And we're gonna get the right answer. First thing we do, multiply the denominator by the whole number. Multiply that. 6 times 2 is 12. Now I'm gonna add 5. 12 plus 5. 17. And I keep the denominator the same, which is 6. Once again, 6 times 2 is 12, plus 5 is 17. Make the 17 the numerator, and then we just keep the denominator the same. All right, now we look at this last one over here. Same rules apply. Multiply. 7 times 5 is 35. Plus 6. 41. All right, and we keep our denominators the same. So, real quick, let's just run through it one time. We did 7 times 5, which is 35, plus 6, which gave us our numerator, which is 41. And we keep our denominator the same. All right, which we gave us 41 over 7. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to turn improper fractions into mixed numbers. Now what we're looking at is a bunch of improper fractions. What we need to do is turn these improper fractions into mixed numbers. So let me tell y'all the steps so we can solve all these problems. What we need to do is, I want to know how many 3s can I fit into 7 evenly. All right, how many 3s can I fit into 7 evenly? So if I'm looking, I can fit 2 3s in there evenly. So I make that 2 my whole number. All right, remember we're turning these improper fractions into mixed numbers. So 3 goes into 7 evenly twice. After that, how much is left over? It'll only be 1 left over. And then I just keep my denominator the same. All right, and that would be my answer. Right? So once again, how many times does 3 go into 7 evenly? Twice. After it goes in those 2 times, how much is left over? It'll be 1 left over. All right? And we keep our denominators the same. Just keep your denominator the same. All right? And if I want to go back and check that, I can go ahead and do the method that we just did. Right? And that method would be 3 times 2 plus 1. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. And we keep our denominators the same. So if we want to go back and check it, we go back and check our work by doing that. All right? The next one we have is 19 over 4. I want to turn this into a mixed number. How many times does 4 go into 19 evenly? All right? 4 will go into 19 evenly 4 times. And that'll turn out to be 16, right? After it goes into it 4 times, how much is left over? So it'll be 3 left over. And we keep our denominator the same. Okay? That's what we're looking at. This last one. And remember, I said we could check it by doing the process we did before. 4 times 4 is 16, plus 3 is 19. And we keep our denominator the same. All right, so this last one, we have 33 over 5. My question to y'all is, how many times does 5 go into 33 evenly? It goes in 6 times, right? Which is actually 30, right? So now I'm asking y'all, how much is left over after that? It's only 3 left over. So that make that my numerator. And I keep my denominator the same. And once again, I can go back and I can double check this math by doing 5 times 6, which is 30, plus 3, which is 33, and keeping my denominator the same. That's how I know that answer is correct. And that's another episode of Math Talk with Mr. Faison. And I'm Mr. Faison. See y'all next time.
God's plan. God's plan.